welcome to the Diva Show. We are live from Studio B here at TV3. Of course, we're in Accra. If you're on DSTV, tune in to 279. We are there. Welcome to the show. Of course, this morning we are discussing everything football from Barca. I mean, is it the end of a dynasty for Barcelona? We'll also be talking about games that are coming up in the Champions League. We'll be talking about the Premier League, the local league, the English league, the La Liga, and if we have time, we might talk about other leagues because David Beckham is in France. Suddenly, I love the French league. And again, the main talking point this morning, the letter from the IUs to the GFA, and the GFA writing back to them to say, rescind your decision. We are not accepting your resignation or retirement letters. Welcome to the show. My guest this morning, I've got two very beautiful, outstanding ladies and a gentleman. To my right is Juliet Lutrot. She's here in Ghana for a reason that I really, really love. It's about cancer. You know, most of the time, it's something we don't talk about, but it hurts a lot of people. And if you're in a society like ours, where superstition is most of the time the order of the day, you tend to shun a lot of things. You just push it under the carpet. Well, Juliet is here to do a lot of talk, a lot of education, but most importantly, we'll be picking her thoughts on football. Are you ready for me, Juliet?
Yes, I am.
Totally ready?
Totally.
Anyway, the gentleman sandwiched here is Tennis Kwekuseto. I got your name right.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy is a huge Barcelona fan. Immense love, enormous love for Barcelona. For the past 3 weeks or so, he's been hiding. He vanished on Twitter. He's the loudest Barca fan I have ever known. And suddenly, he's disappeared from the face of the earth.
Not really.
You disappeared?
Not really.
We'll talk about it.
Sure.
AC Milan embarrassed you. Real Madrid disgraced you. We are waiting for the humiliation.
Let's
possibly see. Today.
Let's see.
We'll see what happens. And then Amake Ababrase, she hasn't been on the show for a while.
I know.
You were almost becoming a regular. Then you
People
took a
actually
French
thought
leave.
I co-hosted the show.
Anyway, Amma won the International African Film Personality Award at the Screen Nation Awards in London. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You did us proud.
Thank you.
I hope your football is apt.
Listen, right now, when I was actually there, I was watching, I actually did watch the match that Barcelona got beat. So that was the only match I did watch. Now, and I watched the Liverpool match, and they lost to...
As usual.
Well, Liverpool, I mean, no news.
Okay.
They're always losing. I'll pick your thought first. Do you know anything about their use?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And it's quite interesting that, you know, they feel that they didn't get... I think emotionally, whether that letter is believable or not, the resignation letter, it's a bit so-so for me. But I think they feel more hurt than anything about how the entire management treated them, and they're using that to kind of temporarily, you know, retire. But I think we need to... I'm glad that the association is not accepting it, because we need them on the team.
Wow, Julius, I wasn't expecting this submission from
We
you.
need them on the team.
Oh, nice. You've done a lot of research.
I have, and I love those two. And my boys play soccer, so...
Oh, how many do you have?
3 boys.
You are joking. You are a hot mama. A hot one. Amma, they are used.
I can't say I was shocked, actually.
Okay.
Because I do feel like it seems that a lot of our international players doing really well outside or wherever they play in their leagues, but yet they're not either getting called or they're not coming to play. So I think, you know, there's something definitely wrong with management or whoever's making certain decisions. And I think you're right. I heard a lot of rumors about there being some kind of bad blood. So we need our international players, not even just the IUs. We need our SCNs back. We need our Montaris back. We need all...
Kevin Prince Boateng.
Oh yes, him.
Why did you pause?
Because I forgot about him temporarily. I was like, oh yes, him. We need them back. So I'm hoping, you know, this gets resolved sooner than later, because I'm very worried about the team we have. I mean, I got insulted and abused on Twitter because at the African Cup, the last match, I was like, you know, the one that we lost again. Yeah, let's get behind our Black Stars. Oh, you're on your own. Everybody was just like, we're done with the Black Stars. And I'm just like, And I do feel like the heyday of, the team it's just not there. So let's let management do whatever they need to do. If it's team bonding, they need to do.
And bring
let's
them
love
together.
each other again.
Yes.
And let's make Black Stars great again.
Tennis, you think the GFA was right to write back to them?
Well, first of all, when I read the letter, I wasn't surprised. I got mixed reactions both from the IU side and the GFA side. If you read the letter thoroughly, you realize that they are casting insinuations in the letter. I mean, there was a player who temporarily retired from the Black Stars. He came back and you gave him the captaincy.
Yeah.
I had a huge problem with that. I mean, people read meaning into it, and these are some of the reactions you will get. But then, from Jordan's view, I mean, he's also right. He's player of the month for Marseille. You drop him and take another player. I wouldn't want to mention his name. And I think it was a knee-jerk reaction, and we really need these boys in the team. You cannot take that away. We need them. I think they should consider coming back. Then, from the management side of the GFA, something is wrong. If you look at what's going on, 2006, 2010, we had the likes of Anthony Bafo, Steven Appiah and co. all behind this team. But now you don't see them in the team again. What's happening? It's like they've been cut off of it. I think we need them back. And I mean, if you cannot handle the egos of Didier and co. and we wanted Balotelli in our team, I mean, he would have been a GFA. He would have been a GFA president and a footballer as well.
In fact, let's get him.
An albatross. I know.
Yeah,
that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you think that we need to do a lot of retrospect, go back into the books, sit down, analyze?
Exactly. I think that, it's all about egos. I think we need to maintain it. I don't know who is on the management team, but I know the couple of names. But if you look at it, it's like they are businessmen and you are putting like square pegs in round holes. It doesn't work that way. We need ex-footballers on this management team. We need to contain these boys well. I mean, they are young, they are rich. Egos are always there. They would always be like that.
Long future ahead of them.
Yeah.
And we don't want to start it with, wrong blood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is going to be part of our royalty in terms of football.
Yeah.
So we need to preserve it and have a good relationship.
I have always said, I mean, the African Cup of Nations, we really miss these boys. We need them. We cannot do anything, but we need them.
Okay. So what you're saying, I remember when Jordan was dropped, they said it was football reasons.
I couldn't believe it.
Why?
I mean, I would mention names. Emmanuel Clottey is on the team. Jordan Ayew is not on the team. Yeah, he may not have done a lot for the Black Star, but he's promising. I mean, if you ask Abedi Pele, we tell you that that's the most promising footballer.
That's a son, anyway. You don't expect him to say otherwise.
Yes, but then the Ayew is there. They do perform far better in the Black Stars. But if I'll stick out my neck for Abedi Pele saying that. I mean, the boy is talented. We just need a bit of motivation for these boys. I mean, the wranglings going on camp is not helping the team.
Many have said that their father, for instance, should have interfered. Intervened with that letter. He should have sat them down, talked to them, tell them you're too young to quit the national team. It is very, very unhealthy. Would you have recommended that stand from their father?
Not necessarily, only because they are old enough to make their decisions now.
Right.
What the father's journey has ended in terms of manipulating the children. Where they are now in their careers, I think that they need to be allowed to make those decisions themselves. And I think that's why he probably kind of left it alone. And it hit close to home. This is home. Let them make their decisions. And this was something they probably felt very strongly about, that in the manner in which the entire thing was handled. So I think I really don't agree that the father should have.
You think Abedi should have done more?
But I mean, then I heard stuff of, they're saying some of the problems in the past is because the father got
stems
involved.
from the father.
So you hear a lot of things, but I think you're right, they're adults. But having said that too, their father is such a huge figurehead in football, not even in Ghana, but internationally, that I think it's, maybe he should be involved in the Black Stars, not just because of his sons, but because
in
he's
terms of management.
In terms of management, in terms of, you mentioned Anthony Barfour, Stephen Appiah, like, you know, why isn't our great footballers past there to support the boys, or, you know, it's not happening
support the
anymore.
team.
Yeah, support the team, you know. I don't know what's going on, but I do definitely think whoever is listening, whoever is watching, because we know they watch and they listen, there certainly is a management problem. And if everybody can see who is not a football pundit per se, then we need to work something out here.
Yep.
Tennis, your thought on that, Abedi Pele's role?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Abedi, so I think we, as I've always said, we need them close to the team. Abedi, Stephen Appiah, Tony Barfour, we need all these people close. If you look at the Nigerian team, I mean, when they were in the semi-finals, you realize that ex-footballers visited them.
Yeah.
That was a huge motivation for them, I should think. I mean, they went on to win it. I may be overstretching it, but then it's really important. They will know how to talk to these boys. I mean, I think we really need these people in the team. I'll be very sad if they are not playing. I don't think we'll be making it to the World Cup without them.
All right, so earlier in the week, we went out to talk to people about this particular issue, and the submissions, very interesting. We'll be back right after this.
If they want to go, they should let them go, because if you bring them back, it will cost more.
No, they have rejected their resignation.
They are rejected. If you bring him and you go and bring him and he won't play, what are you going to do? They are not robots to be operated so that when you say you accept the resignation, when they come, which is, if they are not playing, what will they do? You know, these players, they can conspire. They won't give you the ball. They will give you only difficult balls and you will be useless. If you say they go, let them go. When it is time for them to come, they will come. If you pamper them, honestly, like they did to Abedi Pele, the trouble will remain. You know, it's because of him that we have all the problem. It started long ago between him and Anthony Yeboah and Anthony Barfour. I've been with them for several times. So the way they do it, they should leave them. Okay. When they are ready and they want to come, they will come. You see, you can force a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink the water. So they should leave them. Naturally, they will come.
I think the GFA should try and speak to them to rescind the decision. Because, of course, they might have some grievances. That is what has compelled them to take the decision. But since we want to build a strong team and forge ahead, it's better that we try and speak to them and try and solve all these problems that are there so we can get a stronger team. But the most important thing is for Ghanaians to see a strong and winsome Black Stars.
They have their right to resign from the national team anytime they want to. It's not up to the GFA to say that we would accept your resignation or not. But I think looking at a long term as regards the management of the Black Stars team itself, we should see how best we can manage the players, because I feel that is what is missing. It's not about coaching, training them, they coming on the pitch, and then there is what we call the management aspect, where it has to do with the relationship with the players. I think that is what is missing, and that is why you see the likes of ACN, Kevin Prisbat, who had issues and still have issues with the Black Stars team. So for now, let's look at the way forward. How do we bring them on board? We need them for the qualifiers anyway. So it's up to the coach and the GFA team to see what they can do. The management aspect is what they need to take critical.
If the gentleman said they are resigning and you say you are rejecting it, I don't see how they are going to be able to force them to continue to play. The best they probably should have done is to call them over and try to coax them into staying back. But just rejecting it, I don't think it solves the problem.
I don't understand why they should reject it. It's got to do with what they want. If they don't want to play for the Black Stars anymore, it's their own decision. You can't reject it, whether you reject it or not. If you call them and they do not appear, you can't force them to be in the team or something. Because I thought they should have been in this Black Stars team which went to South Africa. We needed them in the team, but they were not in the team. I don't know due to what, if it was due to the coach or due to GFA. But now they have come out that they don't want to play for the Black Stars, so we should just leave them to do what is best for them.
Right, so you heard them. The first gentleman, taking the horse to the river and not forcing it to drink. Anyway, so that was what we got from the streets. You know, people who love the show, love football, love their game. I can't go on without saying thank you to Cookie's Parlor for my hair. Thank you very much, Kukwa. And call Kukwa on 0243 153374. You have to love my memory.
You've got the number.
Chu and Paul. I mean, I know. 0243153374. I just love this. The first time wearing short hair. I feel good.
Is this your first time?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Usually
me?
I go long.
We've swapped because I'm like the person that wears short hair. So that's it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, you do bobs.
Yeah.
Well done.
But nothing like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's not the point here. But thanks a lot to Kukwa. I've got a lot of messages here. Adelaide Answer says, Nanaba, I want to hear more about the cancer issue. My mom has leukemia, and sometimes it's difficult to even talk about it. People just don't understand. Well, go out there and talk about it. If they don't understand, educate them. Troy also says, the IUs shouldn't make the mistake SCN made. They should remember where they come from. I mean, they shouldn't forget their history. Well, I don't think SCN feels he's made a mistake. He's very happy wherever he is. Eddie McGoldrick says, looking good. Where are you watching this one, Eddie? Anyway, because he's not here. Let's come back to football. 2014 World Cup. Have we got it? Have we got the team?
Let's see. I don't know. It depends on how things play out, no?
You think we'll qualify?
I hope we qualify. We're always, even though we're in the States, we always root for Ghana.
Exactly.
Ghana's very dear to our hearts.
How did you feel when Ghana beats the US in South Africa?
It was so great. 2 of my boys were for the US. One was for Ghana, and the parents were for Ghana. So my house was split into 2. We hung Ghana flags everywhere, and US flag.
In some corner.
And we just screamed and hollered and was just very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Interesting times. I thought we were going to go to the finals.
I really
tell
thought
you
so too.
That World Cup. Anyway, Brazil 2014.
Well, I would love to be there. I'm making plans to go.
Hey!
Sure.
Don't take the Barca jinx there.
Oh, come on.
Please.
Well, it's going to be a bit difficult. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
The fact that now I think Zambia has been given the 3 points, and it's getting dicey. But we have the squad. I mean, look at people are now calling back Montari, and just because they scored against Barcelona. I mean, that was even his first Champions League.
Stop hating AC Milan.
No, I don't hate AC Milan.
Okay.
I'm just trying to say that I have been a Montari fan all along. I don't know. I think he was injured. That's why he wasn't called.
Yeah.
Prince Boateng, I don't know.
Should we get him back?
Maybe
he used us.
No, he didn't. So I wouldn't say that. People are saying he used the World Cup as a stage to move to AC Milan. I mean, he was always going to make it.
Who knew him from Portsmouth?
I know.
Portsmouth had even been relegated.
He was always going to.
We gave him that platform. Yeah, he was always going to.
He could have chosen the German platform as well.
He wouldn't have gotten into the
he would
first 11.
He would have. He would have.
His brother would have started ahead of him.
Okay, maybe. But the point is that we need to qualify. I mean, everything being equal, Black Star should qualify. But I think everything's about management issues. It's going back to the 96 days. I mean, we had the talent. Frank Kamankwa, Abedi.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm a quarter century old.
Very young, I know. No specifics, right? Anyway, yeah.
So I mean, it's becoming management issues again. I mean, this is not good for our football. We have the talent. I mean, look at these boys. I said 1 or 2 people we need to drop off the squad.
Like who?
I should mention names.
Yeah, why not? This is the Diva Show.
Okay.
You guys are serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Vosa 1.
But Vosa wasn't bad. He only missed the penalty.
Jonathan Mensah, he was. I think the best match he played was the last match.
Yeah, the last game he was solid.
Before that, I mean.
And then he de-heroed himself
exactly.
with that penalty.
I don't know why Jonathan Mensah was on bench, but maybe footballing reasons they call it.
How about Akamenko?
Jerry Akamenko. The first game he caused the penalty.
Yeah.
High experience. I don't think he's experienced enough. We have the quality. I mean, I don't want to see this guy, this number 10 guy, what's his name? This Bristol City boy. I don't want to see him in this.
Oh!
What's his name?
Adoma?
No, I don't want to see Adoma in this guy. No, seriously. I mean, he doesn't.
But he did well playing 7.
No. Maybe I was watching a different game, but he didn't really impress me.
You need to take the roastings of your spectacles, sometimes.
Well, you see, we look at the squad that we have. I mean, the Muntari days, the ACN days. Adoma will not make the bench.
That's true.
You get my point. We have. Let's just call these boys. Whatever management issues they have, they should settle it. Some of us want to party and.
You want to go to Brazil, be part of the carnival.
I wonder why. Is it because of the Brazilian beauty?
This guy he's a pivot. Oh, I must say. You are. I mean, he's my friend. He knows what I'm talking about. When we come back from this break, we'll be talking about the pink. What is it again? Pink for Africa. It's all about cancer, and I love your different shades of pink this morning. Anyway, and then we'll talk about Basa, and then Amake's award, and then roping into football. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Yeah, welcome back to the Diva Show live on TV3, and we're still talking football, but we're going to pause for a while, just a minute or so, to talk about cancer, and then Amake's award, and then why I managed to drag this gentleman here to the studio, because your friends were worried about you.
I understand that.
You do understand. Anyway, let's go for some messages here. Nana Mante wants to know your predictions for the El Classico. Today.
Madrid is not winning. That I'm sure. I mean, nobody wins a Classico back-to-back.
Yeah?
Nobody does that.
So Barca is winning this? Or it's going to be a draw?
We don't really mind the scoreline of this game, but I know Madrid is not going to win. Either a draw or a win for us.
Okay. Sure. All right.
I mean, we're on top of our league.
Yeah, you are coachless now.
That's another discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what is hurting the team?
Partly.
Yeah. Or you're missing Pep? Life after Pep.
I mean, after Pep, everybody was saying this Barcelona side is talented. You don't need a coach. Akosia Pia can coach this Barcelona side and all other. But then clearly we've seen what's happening. I mean, aside the talent, you need someone to direct that first. Okay.
Abubakar Siddiqui Wata says that when you pretend there is no problem, these are some of the challenges you encounter. Menmate seems to think you have puffy cheeks now. Wachi Obed says congratulations. He has a special way of typing or spelling congratulations, but we'll pass. We'll take it. Babajida says, what's the Barca guy saying? We will bring back Kevin Prince Boateng, force SCM back, and then Muntari, and then the Ayus. We'll force them here. Ebenezer Anangfio says, players go, players come, so allow the Ayu brothers. Calm but vigilant, what a name, says, that's my girl, Amake Ababrese. You always rock. Are you dating now?
Anaba, it's very early in the morning. Let's talk.
It's not Jerry.
No, I know. Are you dating now? You said you were single in the past. The last time you were on the show. Amma, you've grabbed.
Huh?
You're dating now.
Oh my God, how are you gonna do this to me right now?
Let's talk about your award.
Yes, please. Yes. This is my new man here.
Yeah, that's right, your new boyfriend.
Yes, please.
Okay, as long as it makes you happy.
For now.
For now, it does. How did you feel?
You know what? It was actually a nice surprise to be nominated, because when I was in England I found out, I'm nominated, so I'm like, okay, cool, but I didn't honestly think I would win. And then my friends like, be positive, you would. I'm like, no. But in my whole
thing when people win the Oscars and the others, that's what they always say, I wasn't expecting to win.
No,
oh my God.
You know why? Because the last award I went to where I was doing 2-0, like
you didn't win.
Today, dear me, I've got this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting ready. I was literally about to go like this, and then it's like, oops. So since then, I think it's just, it's when you're nominated, you want to win. I don't care who you are. If they say you're nominated for anything, you'd be like, secretly you want to win. So I actually wanted to win, but I didn't think I would. So it was like a very pleasant surprise. And it's actually, Screen Nations is such a, prestigious awards in the UK, and they only ever have one African category, and it doesn't even happen every year. So it was just like, I'm very thankful, very, very thankful, and it's nice. It's nice to represent Ghana, and take the award for Ghana. So, and since we couldn't beat Nigeria, or even meet them, so I think there was a split in terms of the nominations with Ghana and Nigeria. So I repped for GH.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very
You've
much.
done very well.
Thank you.
Are you on set?
I'm gonna be on set very soon, actually within the next month, and then when I finish, my TV series is back, season 2, which I'm trying to get you on. Everybody like Hassan Nanaba, so she'll be on A Day in the Life. She doesn't want to do it. And then I'll be on set again. So after my TV series is wrapped, so a busy year.
Good. Congratulations. You want to say something special?
I don't know if I remember, but was she at TV3 initially?
No.
The early stages of. There was another paper saying, I don't.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I was in London.
No.
I just moved here a few years ago.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, I think you're talking about Amadadi.
Yeah, Amadadi. Yeah.
Oh wait, she was from London too.
Yeah.
That's Natasha's
Exactly.
sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I heard about her, but I
Okay,
never
this
knew
is a
about
football
her.
show.
I realized we're like going into time.
Enough. Cancer. Let's talk
Yes.
about Pink.
Pink for Africa.
Pink for Africa.
Yes. Pink for Africa is an organization I started to basically bring awareness and early help women learn a little bit more about their bodies so that we can bring early detection and basically to slowly start to remove the sense of fear that most women have when they're diagnosed with breast cancer. I am a breast cancer survivor myself.
What?
And
Nice.
when I turned 40, I went through a series of testing and came up with cancer in my left breast. Had it completely
you've done
removed.
well.
And went through chemo, went through all of that. But I realized through my journey, I needed to share my story in helping other women to know that you can and you will be okay. The most important thing is detecting early and not ignoring the little signs that may show up in the early stages.
Okay, wait. Now I'm looking at my breast. What are the little signs you're talking about?
The little signs could be a little lump that sometimes you feel it is just nothing.
Okay.
You know, it's maybe an infection inside of you, because sometimes when you have an infection, there's little things that pop up, either underneath, like lymph nodes that underneath your chin or in your arms. You need to pay attention to that. You need to pay attention to the nipple of your breast. You know, little things that is important. And when you examine your breast every month, it is great that, don't be embarrassed, please.
You know
don't
what?
be.
Actually, no. Do you know what's funny?
don't
He's
be.
giggling because, you know, and
Because you're talking about nipples and
But
breasts.
it's actually a very serious thing. I
It
think
is.
I
they
think
would
it's
encourage that you get your
serious
boyfriend or your husband to actually check for anything, which is
You should be doing it
not
for
usual.
Irene,
Who? Where is all this
your
going?
girlfriend, Irene.
No, but seriously, I think
What?
people
Believe
giggle
me.
about it, but it's a serious issue.
So many women have lost their lives
Yeah.
because they did not pay attention to the little details. And that is really why my journey has started with Pink for Africa. Because the stories I heard over the years, for me, I've been in remission for 3.5 years. But I have 3 kids I have to raise. And that was significant, that I pay attention and do what I'm supposed to do with mammography. It's affecting us younger and younger and younger. There's a young lady who worked for me. She was 32. She was diagnosed in both breasts.
Scary.
So it is very important to pay attention, because the foods we eat, what we're putting in our bodies, what we're breathing, all of the environmental stuff is not helping us. So if we are also ignoring the little signs, it's not the best.
Okay.
So that's what the mission is about.
I hope my addiction for Haribos won't do anything.
We hope not. But they say the mobile phones that you're holding sends waves so close to your boobs. So I'll put it down.
I don't
if
keep
you.
them close.
Are you sure?
Not that close.
Yeah. So you're here for how long?
I'm here. I've been here a week already, and I'm here for 1 more week. And I've been on different TV shows and radio, just basically talking about it. When I was recuperating from cancer, I was bored, and I came up with a handbag line, and I decided to use some of the profits that come from the handbag line to support.
I missed the show at Opeak.
There is another one coming up this Sunday at Mansfield Hotel from 2 to 7. But it is really about using women to be able to come together. Since we love handbags, why not treat yourself to a handbag? And some of my proceeds go to support the foundation in reaching women and reaching areas that our doctors cannot reach, because there is so much. So to create little groups of women who are going to be able to go out and share information, give information out to women, teach them how to examine their breast, certain specific times of the month, and know their bodies in a way that we can detect little things.
Okay, and you can only know it when you love your body. You've got to love your body. Not love it in terms of makeup and the shoes and the clothes, but examine your body all the time. Wow, congratulations, Juliet Luttrell.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
And we are committing, the two of us. Anytime you need us.
Yes,
we are ready.
I'm going to certainly hold up.
And him.
Yeah, breast cancer.
He was chuckling.
I know. Most guys do actually, giggle. So it's actually, don't worry. It's just breast. It's just breast.
And we are on Facebook.
Embrace the breast, okay? Embrace the breast. It's not.
We are on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Pink for Africa. Our real page is Africa Goes Pink. So please, by all means, join the team. We post all kinds of great information on the page to be able to feed into whatever it is, whether it's food advice, whether it's nutrition, whether it's steps on what to do, and whatever questions you have, would love to meet them as well.
Can I just say, I'm actually very, I'm looking up to you, knowing you're like a survivor, but you're looking bright. Nobody would know there's anything wrong with you.
I mean, you look
And that is really
beautiful.
what I need to share, because so many women are afraid, and out of the fear, they close up and they die. And I've heard too many stories, and I'm saddened all the time by it. And I really...
You're
really
stunned.
don't want to hear that.
I think it's laudable. If you're a Barcelona fan, go like that page. I mean,
Thank
we
you.
I say this because we can relate to it. I mean, we've had Abidal recovering from cancer.
Your coach?
My coach, exactly. I mean, he's in Barcelona and New York undergoing chemo right now. Right. And he's one of the reasons why our form has dipped. So if you're a Barcelona fan, go like that page. I'm doing it right now.
You're doing it now.
Please do. Thank you.
Juliet, we are very proud of you. And I'm so glad, I actually want to apologize to Isabella, Majid's sister. When she called me the first time, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to put you on the show.
Of course.
But now, I think I'm so happy with my soul that I accepted.
I think you've been an inspiration this morning, and if so,
Thank you.
I think anything
Thank you.
Nanaba and I can do, use our
And him.
Barcelona's #1 fan.
I think it shouldn't be just breast cancer. Men also have
Actually, men
cancer?
have breast cancer as well.
The percentage is quite...
It's low.
Men have breast cancer.
Yeah, they do.
There's a tiny...
Yeah, but a tiny percentage.
You have to remember that when men are aging, their testosterone levels drop and their estrogen levels go up. So, that is the reality. You're laughing, but that's the reality. And some men develop breast tissue. Okay. And out of that breast tissue, they can't get breast cancer.
So you should be fit in your younger days.
I'm well educated now.
Thank you very much, Juliet.
You're very welcome.
Let's talk about Barcelona. What happened at the San Siro?
Well, first of all, I don't know why people are writing the obituary of this Barcelona side. It's ridiculous. I mean,
well, you can understand them, especially if they are copying you on Twitter. Because when Real Madrid was playing Manchester United, you called Manchester United Stoke. But against AC Milan, you were Sheffield Wednesday. You were like Milton Keynes.
Come on.
Against AC Milan.
Let's face it. I'll give the credit to Milan. I think they played a well-organized game. They had their plan and executed it perfectly. But then sometimes... you are just unlucky. Look at their first goal, the one that Prince Boateng slotted home. I mean, if Barca were to be playing Celtics, I would have thought that was like a handball assist. That was a pure handball, but it wasn't given. But then this is football.
Yeah. Blame it on the rain.
Not at all.
Blame it on the rain.
Not at all. Everybody is looking forward to Barca losing. I mean, it's understandable. Any team that has gone to eliminate Barca from the Champions League goes ahead to win it. Manchester United has done it, Inter Milan has done it, Chelsea has done it. So that should tell you the kind of team this is. But to move on to that issue, February has always been a difficult month for Barcelona. It's not been a...
Hey, this guy!
It's true. It's very true. It's not...
I like you!
It's not... It's always been a difficult month. Okay. I mean, the month of love has not been love into Barcelona since the past 5 years. And it's been a bit dire to see Barcelona lose games like that. But I mean, we lose to AC Milan and Real Madrid. We didn't lose to any other team. These are big teams. Yeah, exactly. But then the point needs to be made that we are missing our coach. That is one. The squad, the Barcelona team, I know they are not so hungry again. But then you cannot write Barcelona off. I mean, look at the squad, the depth in squad. You cannot write us off. It's quite ridiculous. People are saying it's an end of an era. We are in March. This is supposed to be our
So you're going to come back up.
Exactly. This happened before. I mean, in 2000, Chelsea beats Barcelona at Stamford Bridge 3-1, 3-1. Everybody thought that was the end. 2 weeks later, Camp Nou, we walloped them 5-1. I mean, it's really not over. I mean,
and that was it for Chelsea. They said never again. They came to Camp Nou last year and they beat you.
Well, if Chelsea meets Barcelona, they tend to play in a certain way, which I respect. That's their game, but it goes to show a lot.
You've got to love Chelsea for that. I mean, anyway, they do things Manchester United and the others can't.
Chelsea players will take a winning bonus for a draw against Barcelona. The way they play. I mean, it's so obvious that they are really scared of playing their game, and I respect that. I mean, one thing I love about Manchester United is they will show their game. They will play like, okay, this is how we will play against any other team, regardless of how they play. I mean, that is their tactics. I mean, no two ways about that. And to move on, it's been a bit difficult for Barcelona fans, honestly.
And for you, especially.
Yes, it's been difficult for me. I wouldn't lie. But then the point is that Barcelona, it's I don't know, it's a culture. You cannot hate this Barcelona team. Whether we win...
Well, the mighty Messi, so...
For the guy behind me, I mean, there's no need for us to...
He's phenomenal.
There's no need for us to argue about it. I mean, this Barcelona team and Messi, they have earned the right to lose matches.
Of course. They've won everything anyway.
They've won everything. We can pardon them, but then...
Give other people a chance.
That's what we are trying to do.
Okay.
Today, we are winning. I mean, nobody wins a Classico back-to-back. It won't happen.
It could happen today.
Madrid is trying to play down the significance of today's match. I mean, they are just trying to say, okay, you are ahead in the league, we don't care. I'm sure they'll be resting players to face you at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
But the Milan game, we'd have to have a game plan. The point is that Barcelona, we don't have to win this game in 90 minutes. We could score 2 goals and push it to extra time. And I don't think AC Milan can survive Camp Nou for 120 minutes.
Let's see what happens.
We would win.
Because I see AC Milan edging you out.
I doubt.
You doubt it?
I doubt. I mean, they scored us at their home. Why can't we score them?
Okay, well, Chelsea beat you at their home.
That's what I'm saying. The game plan was wrong. We tried against Chelsea last season. We tried to win the match. We could have pushed the game to extra time. I mean, that's what we need to be doing. We don't need to score 3 goals in 90 minutes. It exposes us. I mean, we try to attack and we leave gaps behind.
Okay.
We can push this game to extra time.
Okay. What has Tito done differently?
Well, Pep is irreplaceable. That's the first argument. Pep is irreplaceable. Tito, Villanova, from what I read and what the players see, I mean, nothing really has changed. The same cycle, the same routine they undergo in training. But they realize that Pep has this passion. Pep has this quality. He's a manager. Tito is a bit laid back. And, I mean, the egos in this Barcelona team, you need someone who has to tell them, hey, you're not doing this right. And, I mean, Hadi Rara is not doing a good job. You can't blame him. He was a video editor at Barcelona, and he's now the head coach, in quotes. You can't blame him. But, I mean, don't despair if you're a Barcelona fan. Not at all.
Okay, so you're here to assure the Barca fans to calm down.
I'm not at all.
Calm yourself down. Come back on Twitter.
Yeah.
Get out of that hole.
No, for Twitter, I've been a bit busy.
I don't know why. I'm not your PR.
No,
Come back. Your friends, Derek, Ade, Josh Ampedu, Nana Mante, Menmate, they've all missed you.
You see that?
They've been praying for you, actually.
I understand them. I've been working out trying to lose some baby fat. So I'll be back on Twitter. I mean, don't worry. I'm not waiting for us to win to be back.
Are you sure?
That's actually what you're doing.
No, that's what people think. No, but then I'll be back at the right time.
Okay, at the right time.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll talk about Ryan Giggs. You know Ryan Giggs?
Of course.
Okay, he could be playing his 1,000th game today.
Wow.
Legendary.
Wow.
Right, so let's go for tidbits and then we'll take a break. When we come back, I see a lot of you are concerned about cancer, breast cancer especially, and you're leaving a lot of messages about Pink for Africa. Anyway, so the FA has confirmed it is not accepting the resignation of the RUs. We said that earlier. An emergency committee has resolved to do everything within its powers to resolve all the issues relating to the decision to quit the national team. Right, so that's our first tidbit. Well, in March, we'll be seeing a new boy. Emmanuel Frimpong plays for Arsenal, currently on loan with Fulham. He could be playing. He's going to be here in March. Dance. I know.
We need to talk about that.
I know.
Yes, yes, please,
yeah.
yes.
Anyway, so that's our money there. This guy, David Beckham. Suddenly, I love the French league. Suddenly, you know, for the first time, I watched PSG and then
hilarious.
Marseille, and then they played Lyon as well. Well, I never wanted to see Joey Barton there, but anyway, Beckham was in there in that fixture. He came in. You know that there was a special camera for him?
No.
Yeah, a special camera for. He's a brand. Look at this picture. He's hot.
He looks like a movie star.
I love Beckham.
But he just shouldn't open his mouth. That's the only thing. Just look pretty and play ball.
Yeah,
and
when he opens his mouth.
he spoils it.
Yeah.
He spoils it.
Yeah, well.
Yes. But he's sexy to look at.
Anyway, Giggs. That's the man I was talking about. I love him. This guy, even if you don't love Manchester United, you've got to love him. He signed another year for United yesterday. He's won 34 trophies in his lifetime. 34. Wow. He's won trophies more than Chelsea. He's won more than Manchester City. He's won more than Arsenal.
Legend.
That is the legend, Ryan Giggs. You can't take him from him. That's his trophy cabinet.
Wow.
For Ryan Giggs.
You know what? I didn't realize how big he was. I mean, Giggs. I mean, you always hear his name, but I didn't realize because he's better than most football
Look
teams.
at that team. Yeah. What's the name of the team again? Somebody said they're called Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Anyway, that's Chelsea, and their interim coach, who doesn't really love the title interim, he's been talking, and actually, you know, I think they should cut him some slack.
They have an interim player in Torres.
Ooh.
That is Derek Addy's biggest, player.
Torres. Is he doing well now? I haven't heard much from him recently.
That's why you don't hear anything from him.
Okay.
He's doing well in not doing well.
So he's not like Giggs. He's the opposite.
Consistently
of Giggs.
inconsistent.
That is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rafa Benitez, I don't know. He should come down. I mean, any Chelsea, for the past, I think 5 seasons, any Chelsea coach that has gotten the sack has gotten it after playing WBA.
I know, right?
And they are playing WBA this weekend. And he's
So you think he's losing a job?
He's already out. I mean, he said it himself.
Who would go to, which coach would go to Chelsea? It doesn't look attractive anymore.
Yeah, I should say.
If they pay me, I'll do it.
Oh. We'll be back. Please, on that note, stay with us. Right, a few messages here. Nana Manti says, stop the Torres talk. It's nauseating. That's your player. Don't do that. You're a Chelsea fan. You should love the team and the players. Take the advice from Rafa, okay? Ebenezer Nangfio says, you will kill me. Which Manchester United player don't you love? Actually, I even love the ball boys. I love the cleaners. I love everything at Old Trafford. Derek Hadder says, Abba, behave. Just because I said Torres is your favorite player. Sandy J says, I'm humbled by the words from Seto. Wow, I'm a Barca fan myself, and for sure, Madrid is going down today. God's Son Valley says, Nanaba, I like you well. Thank you very much. Derek, this is to you, Seto. He says, you dey lie. Mawuli says that Charlie, the guy on another show, is a real Barca fan. And Chiki says, I'm in love with Amake. Tell the Barca guy Madrid is going to win today. Barca is dead and gone. Louisa Amponsa says, Nanaba, I need a contact for Juliet because I'm in a similar situation. And as I'm watching the show, I'm in tears. Well, call me. Call the office line 0302 763 480. I'll be by the phone 5 minutes after the show, and I will give you her number. Luis Opon says, remember Barcelona stands authority on Manchester United. So what? They've been beaten. Derek says the guy used the word da. Ole seto. That's to you. Anyway, a lot of messages here. This one is about Pink for Africa. Nanaba, it's Andy Cole who says, tell the pink woman that I love her for that. And what's her Twitter handle? She's not on Twitter.
I'll be on.
She will be on Twitter
today.
Well, she will be on Twitter today.
Pink for Africa, I'll be on.
And Andy says, I'm hot as always, and the guy is lucky to be in the middle of the two beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
Settle.
I'm not a favorite.
You're turning.
You see, I said you were called a pervert at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's not a good look.
You're turning purple.
I mean,
It's a good place
so
to
cute. He's like,
yeah, it's I'm actually honored to be in between.
Okay. Well, Derek just came in to poop this party. He says, I should let you know you should stop feeling good. You are ugly. Derek is a meanie. I mean, you should, if you know him,
he's the
you
shortest person I know.
But he's so mean, and the words that come out of his mouth.
okay.
But he's a sexy pharmacist.
You know,
Whatever
he
he
has a car, and when he stands by the bonnet, you don't see him.
Whatever. He's a pharmacist. He's a cute pharmacist. You're just hurting that he's hating your team. Shame on you. Anyway, so when are you back here on African soil?
I'm hoping to be back in May
Okay.
to do some more screening
Oh.
and, reach out a little more
Bless
than I
you.
did this time, and be back again in September. In the States, I have my first fundraiser in the States in September, so I'm going to rally that and get that going and bring the funds home. My goal is to create pamphlets that are going to go into everybody's bathroom, every woman's bathroom, that's going to give you steps on how to examine your breast.
Oh, I need it.
Nice.
Yeah, I need it.
Do you need any special skill to screen breast cancer?
not screen or just check. I
Check.
think screening is you need a machine.
Screening
right?
is a completely different
I would want to
area. We're going to
volunteer.
grow into that.
You want to volunteer?
For screening or for
The
just
checking.
manual checking.
Yeah, they're checking.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Irene.
I don't have one.
I think you should,
I'm sure
I
I
think you
won't.
should start with Irene.
Yes.
No, this Irene talks to stuff, seriously.
Let's talk
really
about Ryan
think you
Giggs.
Ryan Giggs, I mean, phenomenal player. I've lived my life around loud Manchester United fans. I have a roommate, Randolph Asante Dre, a friend of mine, Frederica J. Shigi. I mean, that mad Manchester United fan. Ryan Giggs, I love him. I mean, on the field, he's great. 1,000 appearances. I mean, this is good for football. I mean, and he has a bit of off-field issues, but then look at how he's carried himself.
Like dating his brother's wife for 5 years.
Yeah, but then you realize that, I mean, people are forgiving him. You've cut him some slack because of, his
football's great.
yeah, he's phenomenal. No two ways about that.
Right.
I don't like Man U, but Ryan Giggs.
It's okay. We don't even want you to like us. We just love ourselves. Anyway, before we go for the fixtures, guess what? Ryan Giggs played his first game on 2nd March 1991. And today, if he's playing, or I don't know, I'm sure Ferguson will choose him. He will be in the lineup. He'll be playing his 1,000th game. Guess what? When he started playing, when he played in 91, Paul Scholes was 16 years. Ferdinand was 12 years. Michael Carrick was 9 years. Vidic was 9 years. Evra was 9 years. Van Persie was 7 years. Fletcher was 7 years. Lindegaard was 6 years. Ashley Young, 5 years. Valencia, 5 years. Rooney, 5 years. Luis Nani, 4 years. Johnny Evans, 4 years. Anderson, 2 years. Hernandez, 2 years. Wagner, 2 years. Kagawa was a year old. Cleverly, 1 year. Smalling, 1 year. Amos was 11 months. Raphael was 8 months. De Gea was 3 months. Danny Welbeck was 3 months. Phil Jones was not born. Powell was not born either. And he's still playing.
Wait. But is that
That's
their
impressive.
real ages or is that
They're real
football
ages. No.
For them.
In Europe, there's nothing like football age.
There's a few people that will be football
Who?
ages. I won't name names.
Name.
Huh?
For in Ghana team?
Of course.
No, we're talking
No, they are-
these are not
international.
Ghanaian, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but even with the Ghana
Oh, they are
boys,
young
it's their
guys.
real age.
I believe. I mean, Vosa is 24. Yeah, I believe that.
Yes. Let's go for the fixtures, please. the Glow League, Amidas Professionals and Brekum Chelsea today. And then tomorrow, Liberty, RTH Gold, Wa All Stars. And then Heart of Lions, Dwarves, Arsenal, Summer Youth, Mediama, Hartebuk. Interesting one. I think Hartebuk will win that one.
I'm a phobia fan.
You're a phobia fan?
Yeah.
All right, now I regret saying that. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the table now. Kotoko in there somewhere. But yeah, Mediama, 30 points. Fantastic. Kotoko third. Can they come further down?
They will go up.
I just don't want to see Kotoko and Hearts in the top 5 or 4. I don't want to see those.
Surely Hearts is not in the top 5.
Heart is not there. It excites my heart.
Yes, bye bye Hearts. Kotoko all the way.
Today, Chelsea, West Brom, Everton, Reading, Man United, Norwich. We are beating Norwich at Old Trafford. Sunderland, Fulham, Swansea, Newcastle, Wigan, Liverpool. I hope Liverpool will lose.
I hope Fulham wins.
Yeah, I really don't care about them. Tottenham, Arsenal
Big
tomorrow,
game.
Super
Big game.
Sunday.
Big game.
Well, I think Tottenham will take it.
You think is that not London?
Chelsea
derby?
fans will be looking at this match very well because
yeah, because they're both threatening them.
Yeah, exactly. Chelsea is now 4th.
Yeah.
Right. So if Arsenal wins, Chelsea loses. Chelsea comes to 5th. Arsenal goes to 4th.
I don't see Chelsea losing today. I think Chelsea will win that game
against WBA.
Yeah. No, it's dicey. It's a banana peel, but I think they will go through. That's the standing. 12 points clear.
Wow.
Don't bother minding the gap.
Good.
Congratulations. Well done.
Anyway, so we are winning today. Man City will lose, and then 15 points. Yeah. You think Gareth Bale will continue his winning streak?
I mean, he's in terrific form.
And please, people should stop comparing Gareth Bale and Messi.
It's ridiculous.
It's laughable.
It's ridiculous. I mean, this English hype. Understand it. I understand it. But then he's been phenomenal lately.
Yeah.
I mean, he's won the Player of the Month. He's won the coach
he's
of.
doing well.
Great. I mean, terrible times for Arsenal too. I mean, Bale will tear them apart. I know.
But you know, each time we have said Arsenal will go down against Tottenham.
I think
Arsenal comes in to score 5 goals.
Since AVB took over, I don't think they've beaten Arsenal. All the 3 matches I remember, Arsenal scored 5 goals. The only time AVB beat Arsenal, and that was when he was at Porto. But then Arsenal, I don't know. I have a soft spot for Arsenal, being a Barcelona fan, but I don't know. Arsenal. They are not due, but it's pardonable. I mean, United went 26 years without a trophy. This is just 8 years, right?
Yeah.
67 to 93. This is just 8 years.
I don't care about those years. What I know is that we will be celebrating a decade of Arsenal without a trophy. Yeah.
Wow.
Very soon.
You cut a cake.
Anyway, so on the 5th, is it on the 5th of March, the Silver Bed, Letters to My Mother will be premiering. Kafui and Co should have been on the show. They decided to come in late. So yeah, the price they have to pay. So you've got to be there. I'll give you the details on Twitter and then Facebook later. But I have to say a big thank you to you, Julia Lutrod, for casting through. Very proud of you. And we are committing
I am so glad.
The little money we have.
Thank you.
The several she has. She's a rich girl. This guy has a very rich father.
I'm exuberant, so I can join with my energy.
Your father is very rich as well.
I can join my energy.
Yeah.
But we need all the positive energy around
anything.
us.
Thank you, Seto.
Welcome,
Please
man.
come back.
I would. I mean,
Bury the shame. It's okay to lose.
all those who had A4 sheets with pens to record my mistakes I made, I think.
Oh no, you are very intelligent. You know, he was at Coventry University. Oh. Yeah, he's a shark. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your degree in?
Amma.
I have a degree.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, I know. Congrats.
Congratulations.
We are proud of you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm keeping this in my bedroom.
It's okay.
We'll see you next week and have a fantastic weekend. And if you're a lady, check your breast out. Make sure you are healthy.